Praise the Lord. The scooter's Wi-Fi. I have Wi-Fi here, so I'm going to be able to get on a scooter, and I feel so terrible. So terrible. Even though I got an $1,800 a month housing voucher today, I feel horrible. I feel horrible because there is no respect from anyone I can find at all. Not at the place that gave the housing voucher, not there, not anyone at all. I didn't bother anyone here at the library, but I cannot believe nobody else understands I'm going out in a thunderstorm on a scooter again. Because I have to. I have to go find food somehow for free. I have to continue to live on nothing at all. I'm probably gonna be back here at this library to upload this video tonight. Outdoors. It's just people have become, everybody I know has become so used to, well, Nathan's been homeless for so long that we just don't have to care about him now. Even though statistically, my chances of dying tonight have never been greater, ever, because of everything I've already survived. In yesterday's video, surviving night 707, you see me actually literally feet away from a car that slams on the brakes. It's just I have done these videos. There's another one. I can't think of the name of it right now, but you see me just walk right by and the car, I'm just well, survive that. You see me literally barely surviving all of the time. And I have no confidence at all that I'll be able to make it through to tomorrow. But the entire world is just we have no cares available. We do not care. Nathan has nowhere to go, to exist at all. I cannot go to the homeless shelter. I tried yesterday. It was already too late when I thought about trying today. It was just I can't even get there. And I already tried twice this week to get there. It is significantly bad, and it will be always remembered at this part, having now an $1,800 housing voucher, but knowing the next thing will happen is I will go look at homes and still be homeless, pretty much in the same condition. I've already used my SNAP. I have no food. I have no ability to eat, and I have no success in finding anyone on this planet that actually cares if Nathan survives until tomorrow. That's where we're at. That's where we're at, and I do think the man of my dreams felt this way a lot too. I really do. He stopped talking to me because I found out he was getting mail at that other person's house. But, it's just I cannot find anybody on this planet that cares if I survive tonight in tonight's thunderstorm. I just cannot. And that is upsetting. And it's important that we know. Nathan knows that is not right, but it's the truth. So here I am at Planet Fitness in the parking lot, the back parking lot. As you see, I stopped the bike. It's on the bike, not the scooter. It turned out the scooter was reserved. But, thoughts I'm feeling right now. As you can see, it's already rained. Scootering, biking in the rain, and that was dangerous. You see this busy road behind me? It's busy, dangerous. I'm thinking about that video I did at Josh Eve's place when it was snowing, about my grandmother and how she had to tell and she'd watch the weather in Alabama, in Florida, and in North Carolina, and she had to call my mother and tell my mother, make sure the boys are out of the rain. Because the boomers are that stupid. I'm also thinking about a boomer named Mary Lewis, the most affluent woman in Wales, who gave $20 on that GoFundMe to take me back to discover my dad was a child molester. And I'm thinking about how, Mary Lewis is going to say what she's always said to me for over a decade. Well, she just left me for dead too. I'm so sorry to hear about this. Pretty much her slogan. And I know that saying Mary Lewis pretty much valued my life at $20. And she's going to say that's not true, but the fact is, Mary, it pretty much is. You pretty much left me for dead. and you pretty much did it at the worst possible time. As I'm finding out Tom Acosta's a child molester, you just blocked me because you don't like the news. I'm here at a storage unit which really isn't supposed to be used like this, and I could be thrown out and lose everything. All that furniture that I had just literally no knowledge of that morning, it was gonna fall into my lap. He said, my friend Dave, who was moving to California and broke his legs in a car accident the next day, said, if you can get a truck here by 6 and move it, it could be yours. And I did achieve that goal of getting all this stuff, couch, bed, table, and chairs. But it's like, I do want to say, I do know that I am loved. I'm just unable to reach anybody today that actually can help save my life. I'm going back to the storage unit to put on dry clothes, and I do have like the smallest scraps of food available, like a granola bar or two, but that's it. And then I'll probably go back to the library and upload this video. Like, what else can I be doing right now? We forget that like Nathan has nothing, no food stamps, no $1, nothing at all to provide care for him in any better way than getting out of the rain by being here at the storage unit. Like, that's literally where we are, and that's why I'm in not at all a happy mood. Having a housing voucher, knowing homelessness is going to end if I can just keep surviving. But I had to bike here in the rain. That's literally where we're at. And I went #1 in the country for something professionally with the American Heart Association, looking really good right by my side as I had to survive a stage. Then my mother tried to kill me, got permanently terminated for stealing ICU crash cart meds, so I moved to West Virginia, worked for West Virginia University, where I became the Award for Excellence and laid off in the same month. And then my father just made me homeless after I survived abject poverty in Charleston, West Virginia, where I was again after finding out Tom Acosta became a legendary atomic bomb as a child molester, escaping his home where there was no wood, no water, then going back to Charleston, West Virginia, hoping it would be a nursery city for me to become a USPS man. Come back here, not homeless, and snatch that man of my dreams up off his feet. Didn't work out that way because I was involved as a victim in the interstate kidnapping in Charleston, West Virginia. I actually do want to tell you, not now, one of the kidnappers was found, and I actually am ready to forgive him. Not the other one, but I can forgive the one that they caught. But I have to survive. I have to defeat homelessness. And if I can survive and defeat homelessness, what we're going to see next is like really, really good videos. And like really, really good, like, I think people will be astounded at like how little Nathan has always been living on. Because he had to. How many times Nathan went back to work. How many times Nathan was close to defeating homelessness. So many times that you don't know about. A lot of history happened that I just never got on YouTube. For the whole 6 months, it's not on YouTube because I wasn't doing YouTube videos. I did find last night a live photo that I took, which actually kind of is at Union Station in Denver when I was on the way to board a Greyhound and go to North Carolina back on September 8th, 2022. It's my very first steps walking while homeless. I really do believe that all of this is going to end up, particularly with what my dad, the governor, and I think the U.S. Senator is involved with. It's going to become U.S. history and national news. And I really do think my component of being forced to survive, literally from Atlanta to San Francisco, homeless and still without a home right now, is significant U.S. history. But like Mary Lewis, you need to just watch all these videos. If I could talk to you right now, I would just be like, I cannot believe that you taught that line dancing class. That one line dancing class after Tom Acosta stole more than $20,000 for the town of Rennell in Welch, West Virginia at the Jack Caffrey Arts Center. It's where he was starting to work it. He never finished, so he stole the money. Yeah, I need to write back here at the library, editing, and wanted to tell you right here, right now. The Jack Caffrey Arts Center is located in Welch, West Virginia, home of the oldest Veterans Day Parade in U.S. history. So we have that. My dad stole the money from Rennell, West Virginia, started the project, never completed it, and took the money. And Welch, West Virginia, home of the oldest U.S. Veterans Day parade in U.S. history. And then there's this component of like, I was homeless literally 5 miles away from the birthplace of Robert C. Byrd, the longest serving senator in United States history. And Joe Manchin is my dad's boomer friend. Joe Manchin has that portrait of my Uncle Mike, which is, you know, tiny with Aunt Nora and that stupid sleepover. My dad's brother and my mom's sister couldn't keep our hands off each other. And then Joe Manchin is the senator from West Virginia. He's Robert C. Byrd's successor. And I know it ain't a perfect video, but you know what? I'm homeless. I'm here as a celebrity. It does make me feel, well, it reminds me of the one I went to when I was a little kid. When you're hungry and thirsty, and you don't have a place in the world to exist, you just do some YouTube. And here's the rest of it. I'm going to finish up with Mary Lewis here. And then finish up with some more topics. We got a boomer that won an award coming up. Right? Then you taught that one-line dancing class at the Jack Caffrey Arts Center. And then you gave me $20. And then you blocked me. And it's just like, that's on you, Mary. That's a poor reflection on you. I'm going to find a way to just hold on, because that's all I can do. Here I am in storage unit, and I just want to say for eating this granola bar. I'm really looking forward to defeating homelessness if I can survive till then. I think about it, I have got to now keep surviving and go look at homes and still be homeless after I look at the homes. Then I have to find a way it's gotta be a miracle to get this stuff from the storage unit. And I still owe for that U-Haul. My ability to defeat homelessness and everything, like, we have to understand, I might not ever be able to use U-Haul ever again because I cannot pay for the truck and the gas and everything that got the stuff here. It puts me at a disadvantage to get the stuff relocated to where the home is. I cannot wait though to be in a home and do videos on like the forensic accounting, I guess that's what we'll call it, of like how little Nathan lived on. One other video I'm thinking of is how I'm caring for the best homeless U.S. veteran in the world, where I send him steak. I'm in San Francisco and I send him steak to Tucson on Amazon Fresh. And then I also, during this time, because the homeless shelter in San Francisco is pretty much, I don't leave it, they have meals there, bad food, but it's food, and I sent $250 worth of food stamp money on Amazon Fresh to a member of this family that really needed it. And I did that because I loved them, and it was the right thing to do, and I was gonna get fed, and I was supposed to have the Colorado stamp turned into California. This is before I know I'm second on the list for housing and gonna slingshot right back here to Denver. Also looking forward to the whole video experience of me leaving California. That's gonna be a good video. But I'm thinking about like the accounting and just like showing the world this is actually how much money Nathan had at every step of the way. And this is literally how much and how bad everybody did not care. And I'm thinking about my Facebook people. I'm thinking about like a lot of them are educators. A lot of them are this supposed to be best of America. One guy stayed at my dad's house, recently got a PhD, and has like never ever cared about Nathan. But he sends me messages like, I hope you're well. And I'm like, how can I be well when my dad's a child molester and made me homeless already? And here I am surviving homelessness from Atlanta to San Francisco, and you're just like the biggest doofus we've ever seen in our entire lifetimes. But I really am looking forward to this experience being over, and I do know people love me. It's just I'm unable to reach anybody that can help in any way at all right now. If I get caught in a storage unit surviving, They could just be like, you're out of here, go back in the rain and be homeless, and we're gonna take all your stuff. That's literally some of the highest cost ever. Now, can I find anybody on this side of the Mississippi River to help care about Tom Acosta being a child molester? Well, it was reported at Denver Health with a social worker there. But, like, we have to realize Nathan doesn't have Tom Acosta's address or where he's staying at, his phone number. My brother is refusing to give that to me, refusing all help. I said in yesterday's video, looks like Drew Acosta's soul has been lost as part of the divorce in 1998. Representative Sarah Stevens of District 90 being the divorce attorney, Mama's very first one. Then she had a second divorce. What's that gonna cost ultimately? Hopefully just for her. I already kind of paid for that in like our loving Brooke. So she went drunk and pregnant as I went #1 in the country. With that cost a lot of equity out of the family coffers back then. It's so significant and so bad, and people still right now are just not caring, and that is just everywhere. And that is so noticed, observed, will not be forgotten, documented here on YouTube, and you know, just something we're gonna have to live with. At 707 days, when Nathan is at the most at risk to die based on everything he's just survived, we still have people that are just absolutely not at all caring at all about me. If I die, pretty much what chance does that 7-year-old boy have? Let's think of it that way. Seriously, we need to. We really do. Spoiler alert. But before we get into that, everybody see the rainbow? The rainbow makes me feel better. And I ain't the only one that feels that way. When you see a rainbow, you'll feel better. It's just a scientific weather event. Sometimes when they're rainbows, they make us feel better. Sometimes they're tornadoes that make us feel worse. Right? Well, I'm kind of like, here's kind of the spoiler alert. What, like, some of us forget, and most of us just simply do not know, and like, I'm aware of that. It's weird, like, when you get into YouTube, it's like, well, they don't know this part. Here's the spoiler alert. Like, and I'm kind of doing this because, you know, I am fearful. What if I don't survive? This is like I've already survived so much. And as you notice, I'm alone. Aware that this video won't really even get up until I get back to that library. You know, someone could take the bike and, you know, just like walk there. And just like, it's constant physical exhaustion all the time. It's knowing that, like, okay, like this car right here is a good reminder of it. It's a Chevrolet, but it reminds me of that Ford Fairlane and that painting I am, and how fine I am in 1991. Well, before Junkie Butt Sarah Stevens, a divorce attorney who was an attorney and other things, and she actually, I have to remember, like, she got involved with my mom as her divorce attorney in 1997. She didn't become the top politician of America's #1 TV hometown, Don Airy, until like 2005 or 6 or something. So she probably in 97, 98 may have had aspirations of being a politician, but, you know, maybe she didn't. Maybe, and, you know, she's perceived as being an attorney, but she's a divorce attorney. So all she's ever going to be is a divorce attorney. Broke Mayberry's heart for cold hard cash, valued me less than she valued the cash, and was completely fine putting me at a 38% likelihood for homelessness. Didn't probably know I was gay and didn't care. She still didn't care. I have been in touch with her while being homeless. She's never responded. I have emailed and called her, and she's just like, she's a horrible person. But beyond her, which you don't know, and I said it a little bit in yesterday's video, but I'll say it here again. In like 1991, in Mount Airy, there was another situation, and we were not involved in it. My family had nothing to do with it, but it is documented there in the Mount Airy News. Here's the story. Pharmacist guy is painkillers and pedophiles. My dad did paint the series of paintings with me in it. Like To Mom with Love, Once Upon a Time. There's also snow angels, which doesn't have any kids that we can, it's like little stick figures in the snow. But it's this idyllic rebirth, a new chapter in Mount Airy's local history, and it's how the town kind of moved forward from this really bad situation. We have a pharmacist giving painkillers to pedophiles. How could that not be more bad, right? But my dad's the hero in history. In the 90s, it's my family that's coming in. It's like, no, we can believe in tomorrow. Look at how great these paintings are. And people literally did. Over 5,000 times were those prints sold. And it was money, I believe, invested in real estate that was sold to later pay divorce attorney Sarah Stevens, right? But like, Nathan didn't get paid a dime. But like, that all happened, and I am aware of like, if I die right now, time, one, which has never been more likely, given the statistics, but like all that on the national scale of like the New York Times reporting on all this, it's kind of be like, oh, wow, that really happened. It really did. It was a long time ago, but given what my dad's doing now, and Governor of West Virginia breaking the First Commandment, and like, just like, here we go again. It's like 1991, gonna bring all that back up because it matters. It does. It's just like, I know, and I'm not afraid, because what that show reminded me of that Find I Am card. I have faith in God, and I had to cry before I got to that video of me in the bathroom, in the bathtub, at the beginning of that video, recently uploaded. It's just like, I had to cry getting over to the hotel. I was just like, I cry with God. How precious life is, and how these boomers are just stale. You know, getting all titaniumed up and just being a mess and causing a mess and never fixing it and just being horrible, beyond belief, stale right now. There's plenty of them that can fix it. Uncle Dave absolutely could, but it's also what I would consider a number one threat. Like, I think I've shared a text message. I ain't gonna pull it up right now, but it's just like, it's the worst thing ever. It's the most incriminating, bad thing ever from him. But like, I did have a fear when I was in West Virginia at that cabin. It wasn't ours. I was afraid David was there, or was like out in the woods. Like, it's just like, I don't feel safe, and I won't until I have a home. But that's a spoiler. Like, that's all information that we could go look. Mount Airy News has an app. I don't have money for a subscription or whatever, but like, if you want to, you can go in there and you can go find this pharmacist guy. I think his last name's Johnson. But it's horrible. It's horrible. It was also real bad. Praise God, I know his son. He helped me get a job in Denver. He also helped and cared, and then he just dropped off, which is bad. Real bad, but like, it's just like, it's there. It's there. That happened. My mother used to remember this really well before she forgot her memory. She remembered the situation a lot. She talked about it when we were growing up. After we moved to Winston-Salem, she talked about it some. So it happened. I know it did. So there you go. I'll find a way to just hold on. See if you can help Nate. Nate could really use some help right now. Really bad. Oh, one more fun fact. It ain't really fun. In like 2015, talking about divorce attorney Sarah Stevens, she actually won this Champion for Children award from like United Way or something. And I'm like, really? Yeah, that's what the boomers are doing, giving each other awards. Yep.